What's up, everybody? Welcome back. Today's a pretty exciting day. A few weeks ago I got an email from Segway. Honestly kind of caught me by surprise. They said they absolutely loved my content and thought I'd be a perfect fit for their all-new Zaber electric dirt bike. I was like, what? Then they invited me to the Segway X Lab co-creator program. And now if you follow this channel for a bit, you know I spent a lot of time doing this and tearing apart bikes, building, creating, blah blah blah. So when Segway reached out and offered me an opportunity to get one of the first Xaber 300s, I couldn't say no. A few days later, a truck from Segway distributor from LA pulled up to my house, and for the first time in what feels like forever, I didn't have to build anything. No giant crate, no handlebars to install, no front wheel to mount, no spending, hours in the garage or something before I could ride. The bike rolled off the truck, fully assembled, ready to go. And that was my first clue that Segway was doing things differently this time. Because this isn't just another electric dirt bike. It's a 21 kilowatt machine capable of nearly 60 miles per hour or more. It features premium Marzocchi suspension, massive hydraulic brakes, GPS tracking, app connectivity, over-the-air software updates, progressive ride mode unlocks, a hidden toolkit under the seat, and even comes with a manufacturer's certificate of origin, which is something you don't see all the time nowadays. But what really caught my attention wasn't the spec sheet, it was the vision. A bike that evolves, a bike that unlocks new capabilities as you ride, a bike that's designed to keep getting better long after it leaves the factory. This is the all-new Segway Xaber 300.
All right, peeps, we are out here today. Just gonna be doing a little bit of testing, a little bit of feels, a little bit of this, that, and the other. Bring it over here to my favorite spot here. Watch out for Rut City right there, but man, I know I'm not saying anything, but I think I'm just trying to take it all in. Because I've been riding a lot of different bikes recently, guys, Been riding the Drax, I've been building. Been riding some of these pedal scenarios they've been giving me, I've been riding my Talaria, And now I've been riding this. I'll just get off really quick and show y'all. We're here with the Segway. So yeah, this is the Segway Xaber 300. This bike actually just really smooth, dude. Overall, super refined. I had the pleasure of Segway reaching out to me to join like this early founders club type of thing for this bike. Super grateful for that opportunity. Went ahead and went through with it, picked this model. They had this thing shipped to my door built, and it's solid, man. I don't know if a lot of you guys know this. A lot of people don't, but just to drop some education, Segway actually is one of the main and majority stockholders, shareholders, and I believe they make a lot of company decision and help for Sur-Ron. Not a lot of kids know that. What does that mean? That means that Ninebot Segway has been helping Sur-Ron get to where they've been. Reason being is because Segway's been in the game much longer. You know, Segway has been in the e-market in terms of, you know, electric vehicles, not bikes per se, but they make everything, right? And they started with that stand-up Segway with the pole thing that kind of blew them up. Anyway, from there to this, they, you know, helped Sur-Ron kind of rocket off the ground, gave them a good model, probably hooked them up with some good distributors to get parts. And now there's been an evolution, you know, and I think Segway was kind of in the corner and like, you know what, man, I think we can do one too, because they did. A lot of you guys know that too. I think it was the X260 or the older Segway models were kind of, you know, watered down Sur-Rons, or it's kind of like a Sur-Ron, right? So that's where this is vastly different. If you look over this bike, they literally went balls to the wall, I feel like, in terms of certain things. One of the things, I mean, oh, that's how funny, hummingbirds just chilling right here with me. Haven't really ever seen that. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, a lot of the parts from what I'm looking at are actually really similar, or probably matching or bolt up to the Ultra Bee. So let's go over them really quick. Let's peep the brakes. So what rotors do those look like? These literally just look like the heavy hitter version of the Ultra Bee rotors. And if you look them up, I'll put them on the screen. Yeah, pretty sure these are 240 millimeter front and rear dot brakes. They didn't take the reservoir and the handles from the Ultra. These are different, which I do like. And then this side and the front, same thing. We have a 44 tooth sprocket in the back, 44, with a 520 chain. So that's pretty huge. I don't know if you guys know this. What uses a 520 chain? Ultra Bee. So they kind of were like, okay, this powertrain is what the people like, and they kind of just went with it. I know I've got the protecting thing on the kickstand. I've been a baby about taking it off. I just, you know, as of right now, this is kind of my favorite. I mean, not my favorite, but like the newest bike. I want to keep it nice type thing. Anyway, suspension. You guys might not know this, but Marzocchi is like a older suspension brand from not back in the day, but I don't know if it was like the 80s or 90s. They were pretty poppin'. In any case, this suspension is great. You know, these guys came out, made some amazing stuff. This thing feels like you're really gliding on stuff. Comparable to the Ultra Bee, I feel like the Ultra Bee, the KKE suspension on that, or whatever it is, that suspension I feel is a little more rigid. This is kind of a little more cruisy, but I know you can dial it in still, and I haven't really done that. Yeah, let's go over a few more things. They give you a little dealio like this that you can just pop up on here, and that'll start the bike. That's a little area to put your thing. This is cool. If you have the app on your phone, which I do, and you set up the app properly, it's got like a geo sort of thing, and it knows when you're close. So like if I walk near this bike at all, well, I'll walk away. And it'll probably, you know, it's going to turn off now on its own. The second I get near it, it starts to light up again. But I should have shown you from the rear because you can see it better from the taillight. In any case, you guys wondering, what do we got in this thing? What's the setup? What is the setup? So they give you a set of keys with it. I'm going to show you guys. Pop down here, open this. That opens the seat. I'll just take the seat off. This is probably one of my favorite things. You get the tools. That's so awesome, man. You get a little toolkit with literally all the bits you'd need if something were to happen. You get this little adjustable wrench. Super nice, super clean. Just really well planned out. things that, no, there we go. Yeah, this is sick. Built very nicely. So I like stuff like this, you know, they planned it out well, executed it. These are things that people like. These are things that people need too. You know, you don't want to be putting extra stuff in your bag, so on and so forth. So that's pretty cool in my opinion. Another thing is the battery is huge. I can unlatch this and kind of show y'all what we're working with down here. I saw a video of a guy slapping that and the alarm goes off, but I think it needs to be locked. So 72 volt, 44 amp hour. You can, oh, when it's not plugged in, you can hit that to get a gauge of the battery. We started today with like 98%, or 90 something. It's been really high, I think at least 95. I haven't really used the bike too much at all. I'll fire it up right now and show you guys how many miles I have. But anyway, when you get it, all you got to do is connect this, plug the battery in, and just straight go to town. So today's more of a discovery kind of ride with you guys, because for me, I sadly haven't gotten a lot of time. I'll be honest, today's actually my birthday, and I told my fiance that one of the things I wanted to do was go ride, to be able to not only do the review but just enjoy the bike. I've just been super busy recently with work, and you know, you gotta take time to enjoy your stuff. So I'm taking some time today, all days on my birthday, to enjoy this new cool bike. With that said, I am going to take some B-roll stuff really quick, and I will see you guys in a sec. So I'm going to show you guys once it's locked right now. So to start her up is you'll hit this guy over here, and it'll say please wear protective gear and a helmet. And so when you have it like that, bike stopped, you can't go, it'll beep at you. Have it like this, that means you can go. Hit this one more time, then it's go time. Thing is, it'll keep showing this stupid thing to wear your protective deal. So it's like you hit this, now you can see that. All right, next, we're in 200 mode, right? I'm gonna go down to 150 mode. Let's try it. So this is what a 150 dirt bike feels like. Apparently, I wouldn't honestly know. The 150 mode is slightly underwhelming for me. I mean, as some of you guys know me now, I'm a bit of a speed demon, you could say, with some of these builds. So, oh, huge rut. It's good to know. Good to know it can do it. I mean, the Marzocchi suspension's like, feels super good. I don't know what else to say. There's not much else you can say. She's super good. it's just interesting because the one Field at 50 just feels really tame. In all honesty, feels very nice and tame. So I think now I'm gonna turn it up probably because this is just a little underwhelming. So now it's in the 200 mode, right? And also, I guess I can show you guys what it looked like on the thing, you know. Yeah, this thing is just built really well, man. I mean, if you guys are used to your Sur-Rons and Solaris and whatnot, this is just really cut from the same cloth. What's going to be kind of cool is to, I guess, graduate to the 300 class. Only because, you know, there's a lot of other riders out there that are a little more inexperienced, right? So I'm trying to say, hold on, actually, this has the clutch too, really quick, before I talk about that. There's an E-clutch on this thing. So not here, but down here. So like if you hold it, you can just rev this thing up and then it will go, right? So that's kind of cool. Hold the clutch. It's got a little bit of give and then it'll hit it. I don't know how I like that. I need to get used to that, right? Because I'm not used to this type shit sort of thing, dealio mabob. But that's really cool. You know, it's something for riders that know how to use that clutch, right? So like for this, I could probably rev it up a little bit and then hit it, and then we're good to go, right? So if you hold the brake also, it's got in-hill parking. So look at that, dude. If I'm on a hill, you hold the brake like that, nice and hard, and it figures it out. It'll get you right out. So this thing's got a lot of cool features, man. You know, a lot of cool stuff. I'm digging it. I love the size though, for me. It's not too big, it's not too small. And I feel like I can easily get around on it, like on the seat. I just wish the throttle had a little bit more resistance in it, but I'm gonna play around with it. Because for all you know, you might be able to adjust something in a setting or something. I don't really want to mess with the bike too much. It's like on the cusp of having, you know, a lot of futuristic stuff as well as all the other stuff. All right. Full pin. I don't have a big strip over here, but I can do about 50 on this thing. In the 200 mode, all right. If I was in that beast mode, I don't know, man. I'm wondering if this thing will do 70 or something with me on it, which is kind of insane. But power and pickup it's all there. All there for sure. Yeah, I mean, I know I'm not saying much, but I think I'm just really impressed. It's kind of like a baby Ultra is what I'm thinking about it. You know, it's not as big as the Ultra Bee. It doesn't sit as tall, but it has a lot of the main components and shares a lot of the DNA. So I think because of that, and only that alone, that this bike's actually pretty dope. Because, you know, as things get a little harder out here for us to keep riding, let's be honest, man, your big Ultra is just going to get you looked at more, you know, and something a little smaller probably won't. So I'm just going to throw that out there. I also am trying to get this thing registered because they were nice enough to give me a cert of origin. And with a certificate of origin, you actually can get the thing registered, so I'm probably going to do that. Gotta wait for the people to get out of the way, and I can shred it a little bit. Man, yeah, this thing just eats the dirt up, bro. On your left, sir. I don't know if he cares, but some people don't, especially with me on this thing. But it's all good. I'd rather just be courteous than not. I don't have to worry, right? Whew. Yeah, this thing's limited at 50 on the 200 mode. It wouldn't break it. That's fine. That's why they have the 200 mode. It's gamified. It's another thing I wanted to talk about. This bike is really cool in the sense that they've gamified the learning process. So, like, you have to graduate over time, right? So right now I have 150 and 200 unlocked. At 63 miles or something like that, it unlocks the 300. And then also after that, you can unlock the beast mode. So it's like as you get miles and experience, the bike brings out more features. I don't know if they're going to gamify it further than that. I mean, I will make some suggestions to Segway. But I think for like, how do I say this? For like first time riders that really want a good experience and maybe a learning curve with it, and you've got the extra cash, this is like a really, really good intro, I feel like, for that. Because I think gatekeeping those extra power modes is a good thing. Because that overconfidence instantly, once you learn something, you're going to think, oh, I can jump up and do the next thing. But I think putting the time in and then really mastering it after those miles kind of inspires a lot of confidence. And so I think Segway did a great job. I know people are saying with the update they're going to fix this and I'm going to be able to update it and unlock beast mode. That's what people are saying. I haven't been able to, like, you know, get an update or any OTA update over my phone yet for the app. But the app is super handy. I love the experience the way it is like this. And I think that, I don't know, I mean, maybe Segway should think about it the way they do this and unlock it for just certain riders, or I don't know, something like that. It sucks to say, but I think for younger riders, it's probably a good standpoint to just try, you know. I think it's probably perfect, really, to try and let it unlock on its own. I think the gamified system for learning is perfect, and that's what I'm trying to say. Otherwise, dude, yeah, even more DNA. I just realized that the bar risers and clamps are also from the Ultra Bee, but I mean, that's standard moto stuff, right? I don't know, it's a weird message right there, but anyway, this thing's awesome. I love it. I will say that the wheel setup, it's a little interesting. We've got a 19 front and I think it's a 17 rear, right? Yeah, 17. Definitely want to put a Meteor tire on that, but yeah, it's got CSTs on it. Rides great. I love it, at least for now. I think I'm just gonna ride it the way it is. I honestly don't want to modify this bike at all. Watch, yeah, famous last words. I know, famous last words. Yeah, I mean, Segway's just been cooking, bro. That's honestly all it is. They've just been chilling patiently, trying to beat what they set up. You know what I mean? Sur-Ron. It's kind of pretty, I don't know, it's kind of simple math to me. A lot of companies do that. Now you just gotta wonder if Segway's gonna get kind of antsy and buy them. You know, if Sur-Ron's gonna remain its own separate entity or not. How many miles I got on this thing so far? Let's take a look. I want to pull over and just go through this. So maybe we'll get away from there. I thought I heard a little snake action. So snakes are out right now. So high beam on the bottom. Oh, you can kind of see that. And then if I do this, that turns the light on, I guess permanently. These are signals, but they're not hooked up. I guess you can buy a kit or something. This is parking mode. So you just hit that button. You can also get the in-hill parking. Horn. Pretty loud. A lot louder than you'd want, probably. And then let's figure out, who's this? So AEC, I don't know what that stands for, dude. I don't. AEC, but it shows the trip time, the odometer. I've got 15 miles on this bike overall, which is not a lot. I've got traction control on, which you can turn off also. So like if I hold set, I believe, there's a way to get into the other menu. Park it, I think. No? How do I do that? Oh, okay. All right, so there's English, low beam light. All right, TCS and wheelie angle. So this also has the wheelie mode. That's also coming out in an update. I'm kind of stoked about that, to try that out, just because like I'm not the best at wheelies yet. So we'll see how it goes. I mean, when that comes out, I can do another video on it. Pretty stoked. And then TCS, let's turn it off. All right, let's try it without. That's what I want to do. Oh, kind of giving its all there. It's cool. Looks like it's able to do 8 kilowatts, apparently, the way it is like that. We got 50. At least I did it. I had to turn the traction control off, but got 50 out of the 200 mode. And I'm just thinking, like, okay, I was in 200, and yeah. Yeah, the traction control being off is kind of cool. Just like out of a dig, it's just ready to rip, which is, I don't know, honestly, it's kind of really fun. I think that this thing is just really refined. Like, if you really want something that's refined, then set up, all the things are kind of done for you. I really don't know what else is left to do to this thing. Like throw an EBMX on it, maybe. And I think I'm actually going to hit up eBMX to see if we can figure something out, because I don't know, man, that would actually be a pretty cool product. I feel like if you could throw the eBMX on this thing, you know, but could be wrong. Could be wrong. This is probably actually where I've seen the most amount of snakes, but let's just get on through here and then head on home. That's what we're gonna do. There's that log pile. Yeah, I'd seen a hawk out here eating a snake one time. It's kind of trippy. Yeah, the suspension is just really good, man, on bumps and all this sort of thing right here. Because on the other bikes, you feel a lot of this. The Marzocchi is just freaking good. I don't feel much at all. Alright, this is sick. So now I'm gonna get my SUV all set up to start taking the bikes to some real trails. And that's kind of my next thing here. Yeah, this thing is dialed, man. It's just dialed. had to do a quick little lock up there. I didn't want to hit the rut and go nuts, but I forgot I actually am running good suspension. So I didn't even have to worry about that. I did look at the internals of the bike too, just to peek, and like I didn't check too much, but I want to figure out what motor this is. And then finally, I don't think that it's belt driven. I think this is direct drive. I'm pretty sure. I looked and looked, I couldn't see a belt anywhere, unless the belt's like hidden or something like that. But nah, shit's dialed, bro. I feel great on this bike. Wow. And it's honestly kind of addictive, because now I'm just going to be wanting to put miles on it, you know? All I'm going to want to do is put more and more miles on it just to get the mode unlocked.
Man, this shit getting deeper than the devil's lake. In the newest vet, I stumped the pedal to the metal brake. Nigga chain full of BS1s, but the metal fake. I'm finna drink a whole pint, that's how I meditate.
After spending time with the Xaber 300, I think the biggest surprise isn't the speed, it isn't the suspension, and it isn't even the technology. It's the fact that the eMoto feels like it's only at the beginning of its journey. The power's impressive, the Marzocchi suspension feels great, the brakes inspire confidence, and details like the hidden toolkit show Segway put real thought into the platform. But what makes the Zaber feel different isn't what it is today, it's what it becomes tomorrow. More ride modes, more updates, more features, more capability. Most eMotos are the same on day one as they are a year later. This one feels like it's still evolving. I still need to unlock 300 mode, I still need to unlock beast mode, and I still have a lot more testing to do. So if you want to follow along, make sure you're subscribed, and let me know in the comments, would you purchase and choose the Xaber 300 over a Sur-Ron now? I don't know, the LBX has some competition. Would you choose it over the Ultra Bee because of the size? And what should I test next? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Cheers.
Yeah, they pressed up. Only saw my nigga 2 lines. I pulled the rest up. Told you I'm